Keith Anderson, Flood Defense Group. I want to address something that is important for people to know about who are using water tubes. A lot of times people use these water-filled flood barriers, water tubes, in front of a garage and expect it to stop flooding. The way this water tube is sitting will not work. It is not going to stop flooding because it's not sealed to your garage. So if you come look over here, when you put a water tube in front of a garage, is what's going to happen is the water is just going to go right around the sides on both sides. So we're going to have to be able to seal this up. So we've got some plastic and some tape, and we're going to show you how we seal it up. But additionally, we have problems where you have cracks. Water is super sneaky. It's going to go right through that crack. So what we're going to do is we got some Play-Doh put inside the crack, works like a champ. And then if you keep moving along, in this case, the water tube was bigger than the garage that I'm protecting, and so now I'm having to span through this muddy, rocky area, which I also kind of want to discuss how you deal with steps and undulations like this. And then finally, we still have to tie the flood barrier into the house in order to make it watertight so water doesn't go around the sides. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, I have my plastic wrapped around the end of the unit. Now I just need to tape it all the way around to seal it. I've also put Play-Doh inside the crack. That way it won't allow water to go through. I could probably have kept it on this side of the crack, but I just wanted to illustrate what a wonderfully effective technique this is. It's good to know because there's always cracks in driveways. So what I did is I have my Gorilla Tape, and one of the most important things is that I heated it up. Heated Gorilla Tape, put it on your dashboard. It's amazing. It sticks to just about anything. So I put it right on the edge of the plastic all the way around. All right, we've sealed the end up. This is the most important part when sealing any flood barrier to a wall. In this case, it's a water-filled flood tube. You'll notice that we overlap the ends with plastic sheeting. 6mm plastic is the most common. And then we Gorilla Taped it to the ground all the way around the perimeter of the plastic. Very important. That prevents water from being able to go under the plastic, around the plastic, or around the water-filled flood tube. And then we also, again, got some Play-Doh and filled up the cracks because Play-Doh is amazing at being able to shove in cracks and not have water go through it. So it's easy to clean up, it's cheap, it's readily available, wonderful tool. And then I went ahead and found some of my old socks, we call them sand socks, that you can put down there. Keep everything down. So if you come over here, you'll notice like here's an example. There, again, here's a crack that is going to be a problem. So it's simple enough. I'll just take some more of my Play-Doh. We're out of green, so now we're doing blue. And you basically shove it in the crack up under the barrier. Squish it all the way down there. Water does not go through Play-Doh. Love it. Moving along, you'll notice up here again, same thing. I went ahead and Gorilla Taped the perimeter of the plastic all the way around the end of this flood barrier so water can't go around the side, all right? Now, doing the two ends like this is a great way to tie a flood barrier into a house. This is option one. My favorite option is just to completely cover it with plastic. So that's what we're going to show you. All right, conclusion of our quick tutorial on doing the water-filled flood tubes. We prefer to put plastic all the way along the flood tube when you're protecting a garage from flooding. We did show how you can do just the ends on either side when you're butting into a house, but again, we like the entire row covered with plastic. You will notice that we've Gorilla Taped the plastic to the ground. Sometimes I'll use 2 or 3 strips of Gorilla Tape for just a better seal. I got some sand socks here that I can intermittently place to go ahead and make sure the plastic stays down. You can see here how we have sealed off also the cracks with Play-Doh to prevent water from being able to seep through that crack underneath the Gorilla Tape. If you keep coming, you can see how we've again placed logs up against the barrier to prevent it from being able to roll down the driveway should that be a problem. Here we're transitioning through a dirt bed, so we basically took the plastic and buried it down into the ground and then taped it back to the concrete. We can go ahead and put a sandbag on that. Then basically we wrapped the plastic, we taped it all the way around the perimeter, therefore water cannot go around behind the water-filled flood tubes. Again, add a couple sand stalks, make sure the plastic doesn't blow away in a windstorm, and you are now watertight, ready for a flood. Thanks for watching.